type of nuts do you eat, Phil?
I like those
sugar-coated.
Yeah, those beer nuts they have in baseball stadiums in the States. Get plenty of those down me.
Lovely.
Anything that's free, Ken, as you know.
Honey roasted cashews.
So.
Can't beat a honey roasted cashew. No. Now, what a chance. No, you wouldn't say to win the frame from here, but certainly to get back into it and eat into that deficit he finds himself in. The 3 reds right of the green will be a problem further up the road, but don't be worried about them just yet. Trying to concentrate on the reds down this end of the table.
Yes, you can't always come to the table and have a realistic ambition to win the frame at that visit. But you can punch a hole in your opponent's advantage, and that's what Alan's in the process of doing here. If Alan can pot 4 or 5, 6 more balls, then the insurance policy provided by the 3 reds close to the side cushion up towards the baulk line, that was the insurance policy for Luca Brecel, now becomes a headache for him because he'll need them.
$22. $24. $29.
Now for Alan, red and black to get back on level terms.
Yeah, I just think he might not play for black here. There's a possibility he could go up for green or brown here. I mean, he could play for pink, blue or black here, but I think green or brown wouldn't be a bad idea. Try and leave an angle. Oh, well, he's well short. That's not great. He was trying to go up, leave an angle on green or brown, and then he could have smashed into those reds on the right-hand side, tried to develop 1 or 2. Because they're the problem balls for him. Now, what sort of an angle has he got? He's going to play it off the ball cushion with lots of top spin. I just couldn't generate the pace.
Unusual, Ken, to see 3 reds in that zone so late in a frame.
This red clearly pots, certainly not easy. Oh, good shot.
34.
Now, has he got an angle? He's screw directly back towards these reds. Just wants to try and bring at least 1 into play. Oh, good effort. Very, very good effort.
37.
It's not too bad. He'll take this red on into the corner. He could play for, well, blue or pink here. Not that difficult, this shot. Expect them to get it. No problem.
38.
And if he's got a nice little angle, he's quick look at the blue. If he's got a little angle on this blue, he can stun right behind. No, well, thought he could have stunned right behind that red, but he can get close to the red. One cushion. Have a look at this for a positional shot. Beautiful.
Not the highest break
44.
of the match, far from it. But maybe the best. It's been such a fighting contribution. Can it continue?
I mean, when he came to the table first, you would never expected that he could have got down to at least one red and made a frame winning break. Now this is a key shot here. Try and get that cue ball beside the red, even maybe bring it out. Oh, look at this for a shot. Oh, what a great attempt. What a wonderful attempt. He's unlucky. Another sort of fuller contact on the red, and it would have been perfect. I don't think he can go for this red, you know. I think the angle is too difficult. But he could play a telling safety shot, knock the red around the table and try and hide that cue ball behind the ball colour.
Mark Allen, 50.
You know, the best clearance of this tournament was Mark Allen's 53 to nick the second frame against Ronnie O'Sullivan in the semi-final by a single point. Had he got a slightly better contact on the last red there, that would have been superseded the O'Sullivan clearance. That was almost miraculous. So 13 ahead after being 43 down.
I don't think Luca will be going for this red. He might just play the safety shot. Trying to hide that cue ball once again behind the ball colour. Will it make it behind the green? If it does, it's going to be a good one. Oh, just a glancing blow, but he's got the snooker. So the age-old problem. Not so difficult to hit, but he's got to get it safe. Yeah, he's played it well. Played it very well. But slight advantage to Luca now. Put that red up into the bulk area. Try and get that cue ball back towards the behind the black. Oh no, he's under hit the cue ball, but the red is pretty good.
Now, that was always the plan, to leave the cue ball approximately where the red was and shunt the red down here. Pure and simple containment. But of course, when you do that, it means your opponent has control tactically. The red meanders over a pocket. Can Allen seize that 4-1 lead and move within a frame of the title?
Well, this the shot, Phil. Rest shot. He hasn't missed many with the rest. He's pretty proficient with it. But this is probably the most important of the week for him. And he's played it well, and he's on the yellow.
It has been a deadly dozen with the rest for Mark Allen. 12 pots attempted using the rest, 12 nailed.
$19 ahead, so yellow and green required. Cue ball has to travel quite a good bit, but this is not a great line. Ooh, it's actually not too bad. Thought it was going to drift towards the center of the green, but it's just held up in time. And the fact that he's a left-hander, he can reach this. Just needs the green, of course, to go 24 ahead with 22 remaining. Frame ball for a 4-1 lead.
No positional considerations. Why would you?
Enough.
Not quite over the line yet, but if he does win this frame, I think it will be the most satisfying of all the frames he's won tonight.
Yeah, I think so, because, well, Luca was in complete control, wasn't he? He was on a 43 break and just broke down when he went into the pack of reds.
Sure.
And then the situation of the table with probably 4 or 5 reds safe at the time, that didn't expect he was going to lose. Luca was in a dominant position, but Mark Allen chipped away at the lead, and, well, looks like he's going to get over the line. Great frame to win. And that will secure the frame now. Excellent. One away from champion.
The man from Antrim is just ace today. Every aspect of his game formidable.
Sure.
Luca Bercel has so much to do. That's because he's 3 adrift with a possible 4 frames to play. Allen, one hand on the trophy. In Boulevard City is Mark Allen strolling towards what would be the joint highest payday of his professional career. Well, everything suggests that will be the case in this race to 5, best of 9 frame final. Allen leads 4-1, one more frame required to get his hands on that trophy and see his name engraved alongside last year's winner, Ronnie O'Sullivan, who Allen overcame in the semi-finals earlier today. But you know, of course, we talked about that comeback from Lei Pei Fan in the semi-final of the Scottish Open last week against Mark Allen. So that will remind him the job is not done yet.
No, not at all. I think he's a little bit too experienced to say to himself that the job is done. But well, as you said, Phil, he's got one hand on the trophy. Just the way he's played. He's played, you know, he's been, all facets of his game have been top quality. You know, from safety, his long potting, as you mentioned, his rest play. You know, 12 from 12. You know, his match stats have been exemplary. You know, and I think that match, the way he won the match against Ronnie O'Sullivan, as I would have given him a great boost. But there you see it. You know, highest break, 43 only from Luca. That'd be disappointing.
And we shouldn't be surprised. He's a former UK champion, a former Masters champion. You have to say he's risen to the top of the world rankings as well earlier this year.
Yeah.
You have to say, of the players at the top of the game who haven't won the World Championship, he'd be right at the vanguard.
Absolutely, yeah. Without a doubt. He's won the UK, he's won the Masters. He'd love to get his hands not only on this trophy, but of course the World Championship. That will be his goal for the rest of his career, you know, until he fulfills that. He will be disappointed because, you know, he has all the armoury to do that and to lift that trophy. When he sees his opponent who was already done that 18 months ago, he's well capable of doing exactly the same.
Allen looking for what would be his 21st professional title, and in this day and age when the tour is super competitive, that is a very impressive number.
Yeah, without a doubt. And yeah, he's one of the most consistent. Even this year, Phil, I mean, you know, he's put himself at the business end of most of the events that he's played in, and he's become, yeah, one of the toughest competitors, match players on the circuit, and one of the biggest scorers as well. I mean, his scoring ability is extraordinary as well. His cue ball control, and of course, he's blessed with a wonderful temperament as well, and great belief in himself. Very important attribute.
Thank you. Frame 6.
I think that's the most important attribute. It's a given that professional players have skill, but you need the ability to be able to bring it to bear. In your career, Ken, you are a cool customer, and Alan's the same. Eats pressure for breakfast. What a pity the black is tied up. What a finish that would be. Capturing the title with a 167. think it's pie in the sky. Well, the golden ball was contacted at least.
And he's on the red. I'm not quite sure he can stay on the black here. Cue ball will be going up the table, you would thought. Couldn't avoid the black.
1.
What would happen if he went for the golden ball here, potted it? Would he got 20 points for it, Phil?
No, it doesn't work like that.
Well, the ball should come up now, so it'd be no good even if he got a snooker behind the golden ball. That would have been quite funny, wouldn't it, if he had a snooker right behind the golden ball and then forgot that the golden ball had to come off the table.
Can Luca Brecel muster some kind of fight back? Apologises because that red came over the middle pocket and could so easily have been left, but it's being blocked by the green. And with the balls open like this, Ken, whoever gets in first should make plenty.
Yeah. But he's got a shot here, though, Mark Allen. He can play a containing shot, leaving the cue ball down near the top cushion. That's the cushion just below the black spot. He's going to play an alternative shot. He's going to try and, well, maybe he might play, yeah, just down here. Leave it somewhere just below the black spot. He should be okay. That red over the right centre is causing a slight problem, but Luca can play the cue ball. He can play the cue ball and try and just nestle it up near the yellow pocket, anywhere there, and he should be okay. Well, he could get behind the yellow, which is not too bad either, but as long as he covered that red on the right hand side, he was okay.
Allen biding his time. Maybe hoping for a sign of impatience from Bercel. Trying to maybe seduce the Belgian into taking on a low percentage pot. This could be do or die.
So he's holding a slight advantage here, Luca Brecel. There's no way you can pot that red, Mark Allen. So once again, very difficult to get back into the bulk area, so just containing safety shot. Once again, leaving the cue ball down this end of the table, just below the black spot. Oh, but didn't play that the way he wanted to, but no damage done. I think once Luca removes this red here near the right centre, then the game will get back to some sort of normality. It's pretty good. Nicely controlled shot.
Yes, an obvious return into the safety of bulk is not there. Now that's annoying for Mark Allen. He played that shot very well.
Look at yourself,
given 7 points away. More importantly, what's he left? Well, he's left himself in another predicament because Luca Bercel, of course, had the right to put him back, and that's what he's done. Quite a hard-fought match, this, Ken. The fastest frame has been 22 minutes.
Yeah. Tough match play, isn't it? Just to try and get the chances both players have been waiting for. Oh, this time he's potted another ball by trying to play a safety shot, but instead of the black, it's a red. We've seen some absolute belters of flukes this week, Phil, haven't we? I mean, the best one was probably Mark Allen's one when he fluked the black on 57. And then, of course, Luca had a cracker earlier as well against Mark Williams. Now, this might be the chance that Mark Allen has been waiting for. One good positional shot here. Oh, would you believe it? Would you believe it?
Mark Allen, wait.
Did he see the winning line there? That brown goes in, he gets on a red. Well, it was at least 40 or 50 points there waiting for him.
Snooker has a collection of phrases. One of them is, the last frame is always the hardest to win. It isn't always, but it is often.
Yeah, this red could have been easier. It's missable. No. Didn't want that kiss on the blue, but he's okay. He's got the brown. Pink may be potable as well, but brown is certainly available for him. He's having a good look at the pink, is there? I think that pink is potable.
Boundary.
Well recovered. Is there anything left in the tank?
Six.
Very hard to avoid that red on the left-hand side. But he still has this red just to the right of the black. Can he control it? Can he hold for the black? He's gone up for the pink instead, but needs to get top side. Needs to run. Hasn't done. So one more good pot here on this red. Try and get
19.
the right side of the pink this time. Still can't get top side.
And that one was quite a dull reaction, wasn't it? Don't think it was a full-blown kick, but it certainly didn't zip as it normally would.
$26.
Well, that's a careless shot. He's disgusted with himself. Didn't want to be anywhere near that yellow. So he's going to take some shot here. Potting this yellow and trying to get close to his next red. Well, that little kiss will do. And needs another one. That's not too bad.
29.
Still not perfect. He's going to need another good pot. Right into the left centre. No, it's very hard to keep potting difficult balls, no matter who you are.
Luca Bercel. 29.
In frame 5, Luca Brecel was 43 to the good. Alan salvaged the frame. This time he's 34 behind. Not an ideal table. The plant doesn't interest him. In this kind of situation, if you're 34 behind and everything's on, you bang in the frame. Where the Reds are, Alan's got a lot of toil ahead.
Yeah, it's quite reminiscent of the previous frame. He's 43 behind and very, very awkward table. Just waiting for one chance. Just get back into the frame and then see how it develops. Luca, well, every shot now, there's pressure on it. Could be his last.
Didn't want to make contact with the brown. He just caught the paint. And the thing with Bercel, he doesn't want to make the table too messy because he still has to go in pursuit of points himself.
These two Reds, well, there you see it. They're almost in a line. Now, there is a big gap between the two Reds, but you could play this in such a way where you could play it as a shot to nothing. Doesn't like it. I think he's just playing a containing safety shot, try and get the Red safe on the right-hand side of the table. Problem about playing this type of game is that not really gaining any advantage. In fact, he's sort of handing the initiative to your opponent, and he could put you in a lot more trouble by playing containing safety shots. You play the same shot again, try and put the red on the left-hand side cushion, cue ball beside the black. That's what he tried. Well, he didn't play it well. Now, see, that's the problem. He's playing a lot of containing safety shots instead of being his usual aggressive self, and he's fallen into the trap, Luca Bercel.
One.
Too early to say that Alan isn't to win. But he'll start to taste victory. To smell silverware.
7.
Smell of 250,000 as well, Phil. It's got something to do with it. But yeah, he won't be thinking of the money, of course not. He wants his hands on that trophy. Be a nice little bonus just before Christmas. But he's played really well. I mean, even, you know, he's been patient. He's played good safety. He's waited for his chance. I think, you know, on reflection, if Luca did have a look back, and okay, still a bit to go. I mean, this match is still alive, but should Mark Allen win it from this position? Just against the odds, the way the position of the balls. But, you know, by the time Luca comes back to the table, he could actually be behind. But yeah, I think if he looks at the match as a whole, I think he's let Mark Allen dictate the pace and the way the frames have developed instead of being his usual aggressive self.
21.
But it's hard to play against someone who's, you know, so competent and, as I said, in all departments of the game. His safety's been excellent when he's got in. He's taken what's on. He's scored well. There hasn't been anything there, or it's been too difficult. He's tied his opponent up.
22.
And it's really good quality match play snooker.
Head shake there from Alan. Not quite where he wanted to be on the black.
Well, that was just a lovely positional shot, wasn't it? Okay, it may have run just a little bit further than he would have liked, but good shot to get the cue ball close to the reds. Just run a fraction too far. Still should, you know, he's got the red into the right centre. He's got this red into the left corner. He's just afraid that he may lose the cue ball. I think he should be okay. Once he avoids the black here with the cue ball, we're potting this red. And he couldn't avoid it. That was the only problem. He couldn't avoid the black. Now we saw the two reds as we watched this nice pot into the centre pocket. We saw these two reds were in a line as a plant, but the gap between them on the left hand side is quite a lot.
Yes, and in and of itself, the pink ball is something of a pressure ball. That's why it was refused in favour of a snooker behind the black. No quarter given.
No. I find it hard to refuse that pink in the middle there. But that's what he's doing now. He's playing, keeping it tight. Will he take the? As the long red goes, he's not going to play. He's not going to play the plant.
When Mark Allen was last in the winner's circle, when he beat Zhang Anda 10-8 in the final of the Players' Championship in Telford, England, back in February. That was a late finish, but not as late as this. Local time, 15 minutes to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Chance for Mark Allen here, the red on the blue spot, but it's amazing. He's such a good long potter. We've seen him pot some wonderful long pots, but he's sort of locking up shop, as it were. He's pulling the shutters down here, Phil, not taking anything on. No. He has slight doubt about pink in the middle a few shots ago, refused, and that red, it was on the blue spot. I mean, normally he would take that on. But his patience is paying off, because Luca has made mistake after mistake, unfortunately, in that department. Another chance of a red here for Mark Allen. Oh, he's missed it. He's missed it. Well, didn't expect that.
One of the problems when you get involved in a real dogfight is that sometimes you surrender your own rhythm. So this is frame 6, and it remains the case that the quickest frame in the match has been 22 minutes, which at the top end of snooker tells us that's been quite a slow match. And now, fast approaching 29 minutes for this frame. This is going to be the slowest frame of the lot. But Alan will play all night, all morning, just to get over the line. Well.
Shot of the match so far. I'm not quite sure whether he actually played the pot, to be honest, but if he did, it was definitely a shot of the match. And, I mean, what a position, Phil. Let's have a look at this again. Did he play this pot? I mean, I'm not so sure. But we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, can he convert? 5 points in the lead. So he's going to need yellow, red, any colour. Yellow, green, brown. But it shouldn't be a problem.
As we've already described, reliable for the most part under pressure. And everything here, it should be plain sailing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be playing for the green here because the green will go back on its spot and then it'll be... The problem is that it doesn't pass the blue into the green pocket. So he's made it. Well, it's gone slightly wrong here, believe it or not. He needed to be closer to the blue. He was actually playing for the blue or the yellow there, but green is no good to him.
Get the feeling this next shot is the last test to be passed.
It's a bit of a stretch. He's got to get into the cue ball. He's got to get that cue ball past the balk line. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Plenty of cue power. 13 ahead. Quick glance at the score. Yellow, green, brown to be crowned champion. And it's been well worth the victory, Phil. He's played some great snooker. He played wonderful snooker to beat the reigning champion, Ronnie O'Sullivan, in the semi-final. And he's totally dominated this match. Even when he went 1-0 down, everything has been a wonderful night for Mark Allen.
So this should be the clinching ball matches here for Mark Allen. A trio of victories over world champions. And now any semblance of doubt has been removed.
31. Mark Allen, 31.
Mark Allen is rich in Riyadh. First of all, in terms of regained confidence, his first title for 10 months, the joint biggest first prize of his career, £250,000. He's won the Riyadh Season Snooker Championship, first beating Mark Selby, then Ronnie O'Sullivan, the defending champion, and now last year's world champion, Luca Bercel, by 5 frames to 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your finalist, Luca Bercel, and your winner, Mark Allen. Luca, first and foremost, back-to-back finals. You went through some incredible talent to get to this stage. Zhang Anda, Kyron Wilson, Mark Williams. It's an achievement in itself.
Yeah, it's been a good tournament for me. But in the final, Mark was so good. He's so good in safety battles. He makes it so tough for you. So, yeah, he played really well and he deserved to win.
What was the turning point in the match for you? Was it that second frame, 49-0 up? Was that the moment you think things changed?
Yeah, maybe, but even if I win that frame, Mark is so good, he can still come back. So yeah, he just overall played much better than me.
And finally, what are the positives that you're taking out of this tournament? As mentioned, the players you're already beaten. You're on the upward trend again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm playing okay. Today, I didn't play so well, but yeah, I've been feeling good lately, and hopefully it's going to be a good second part of the season.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you in action. Ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up. Let's hear it for the Belgian bullet, Luca Bercel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here we are with your Riyadh Season Snooker Champion, the pistol, Mark Allen. How are you feeling right now, Mark?
Relieved. I was very nervous actually in the last few balls. I felt good the whole game, but just those last few balls, I've started feeling it a bit. So happy to get over the line because, like, you're never there until you're there. Because Luca's such a talented player; he can read off 2, 3, 4 frames in no time. So I was always on guard, always played the right shot, and just gave myself a few chances.
Would you say consistency was the key to your victory in this tournament?
Yeah, my safety was good throughout the whole event. I didn't miss too many balls. Made a few good clearances here and there. Yeah, I played some good stuff all week.
And similarly, other than winning the tournament, you had the chance at the golden ball as well. But surely at this stage, you're just relieved that you got to the final and you won.
Oh, yeah, look, that's first and foremost. You come here to try and win the tournament. If I'd made the 167, it would have been a massive bonus. But I'm not sure I could have stood up if I got to the last few balls because I was already really nervous on 65.
Well, congratulations, Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Mark Allen. Right then, it is time for the official trophy presentation. So please put your hands together and welcome the General Manager of Riyadh Season, Majid Al-Gharabi, and also the Chairman of WST, Steve Dawson. First, we congratulate your runner-up, the winner of £125,000. Let's hear it for the Belgian bullet, Luca Bercel. And now we welcome your champion to step towards the trophy. Your 2024 Riyadh Season Snooker Champion, it's the pistol, Mark Allen!